What up, what up? This is Ace the OG, back with another topic, back with another video. So, the title of this video is going to be, Never Compare Your Man to Another Man. So, admin notes, thanks again as all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing video out, the better yourselves. So, I made a video earlier this morning when I went to work out, and that video was kind of long, and when I tried to upload, I had some issues. So, hopefully I'm able to fix that sometime today. Didn't have time. I had to come back home, change course, go to work, do some telework or whatever. And I got a little break right now, so I'm going to go ahead and upload. Well, do this video, then upload it, because I'm going to make this video kind of short. But this is one of the topics that I had typed on my phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock it out right now, since I can't upload the previous video that I made this morning. So let's get into it. So, never compare your man to another man. I think should be pretty obvious to women, but of course, women are very emotional. And when a man that they're with, whether it be their boyfriend or their husband, if they have some inadequacies, meaning that they have some things that they need to work on, and I guess they're not, trying to fix these things fast enough, but they see another man, in their lives to a certain degree, like maybe it could be a family member, it could be the neighbor, it could be any other man that they see, the woman sees, that they're doing something that their man's not doing. They'll make a comparison. They'll tell their husband or their boyfriend, hey, Johnny down the street, or your brother Johnny, he does these things, why you can't do them? And I'm telling you right now, women, like, you have no clue how detrimental that can be to your relationship, to your man. It's one thing for you to point out things to your man that you're unhappy with, and you want to tell your man, like, hey, there's some things that is going on right now, that you're not doing that I would like for you to do, and I'm just pointing these things out to you because you may not know, right? And the man can decide he's going to do it, he's not going to do it, right? But to get frustrated and to make a comparison to what he's doing based off of what another man is doing, basically what you're telling your man is that, I don't respect you, and what this other man is doing, I respect that more than I respect what you're doing. And in a man's eyes, basically he feels that he feels that the man that you're trying to compare him with, he feels like you think that he's better than you, that he's better than your man, right? And men normally, I'm not going to say they can't handle that, but basically what it is that men feel like it's an extreme way of disrespecting him. In his eyes, that's the way he feels, because regardless of what he's not doing, you saying that to him is basically telling him that you think that guy is better than him. And inadequacy can really mess with a man's psyche. It really can. I mean, basically, you saying that could pretty much kill your relationship with him. Sorry, it's a lot of bees around here. But it really can kill your relationship. It really can. Inaccuracy is a really big thing. Humiliation. Basically, the guy feeling like, basically you're humiliating him. Now, I mean, you can say these things in front of him, in front of people. You can say it in the privacy of your home. If you really feel this way, women, I would suggest you say it in the privacy of your home, or in privacy, period. If you're going to compare your man to another man, definitely don't do it in other people's faces. Don't do that. Please don't. Because, men for the most part don't compare, or at the very least, they don't tell their woman a comparison for her to another woman. Like, if that makes any sense, right? Like if a man feels like that because their woman doesn't cook for them, that's an issue, they're not gonna, go to their woman and say, hey, your mama cooks, your sister cooks, the lady down the street cooks, why you can't cook? Men normally don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They'll think it, and they'll internalize it, but they won't make a comparison and tell their woman that that they're lacking based off of what another woman is doing, right? Men normally don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But I see women do this all the time. And I think A lot of times women do this inadvertently, and I think a lot of times women feel and think that if they make the comparison, then they'll motivate their man to do the same thing. It's doing the total opposite. It's gonna do this is gonna do the opposite. It's not gonna do the positive version of that. It's just not. You're not helping your man by comparing him to another man. You're not doing him any favors by doing that. You're really not. Basically, you're discouraging him. You really are. You know what I'm saying? And once again, there's a way to tell your man that he's lacking in a certain way, and you want him to improve. And it's another way for you to say that I want you to improve because he's doing what you want him to do. You know what I'm saying? Another guy's doing it. We're very territorial. We don't want to hear about another guy doing something that we're not doing. We don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's we don't want to hear that at all. We really don't. It's it basically it changes the way it's going to change the way the guy's going to feel about you. It really is. You know what I'm saying? So my suggestion to you is that point out what he lacks in, point out what is making you unhappy, point out what he needs to do, but don't make a comparison to another guy. Don't do that. And please, by any means, definitely don't compare him to a guy that you've been with, meaning that a guy that you dated before. You know what I'm saying? You comparing your guy to a guy that you dated before. I don't even understand how women even think that make any sense, because put the shoe on the other foot. What if your man compared you to an ex that he has? How would that make you feel? I know for most women, basically, it'd be almost a deal breaker. It'd be almost like, okay, you can go with that B. You know what I'm saying? Why you can? If she is so much better than me, why don't you go ahead with her? You know what I'm saying? But that's how some guys will take you comparing him to another guy, because it's like, okay, if she's noticing so much about this guy, to the point that she is going to come to me and tell me about this guy and what he's doing better than what I'm doing, then what is that telling me? You know what I'm saying? You must want him. You must be attracted to him. You must be in a mind space where if I keep doing these things and I keep lacking in these areas, then you're going to mess around and go with him, right? That's how guys think. That's how most guys think. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making a generality. There are some guys that will take that criticism in a positive way, and they'll be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Johnny down the street, he's doing these things. My wife likes what he's doing, so I'm going to go ahead and do these things to make my woman happy. You know what I'm saying? And it may make sense. But I know for most guys, that's not going to be the case. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, do not compare your guy to another guy, women. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more productive ways of getting your man to do things and improve himself versus you comparing him to another guy. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. You can do subtle hints to him, and I do understand there's some guys, they want like the cold hard truth, and they want you to like tell you what you feel. But in that aspect, as far as you thinking that another guy is doing a lot of things better than what your man is doing, you telling him this is not going to do him any favors. It's not going to improve him. It's not going to make him do better. It's going to do the opposite. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, like I said, men are territorial. You know what I'm saying? So he is going to look at him as almost like a threat to a certain degree if you are comparing him to you. That's basically what it's going to boil down to. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently my woman likes a lot of things this guy's doing. I'm not doing these things. So obviously, if I keep going down this path of not doing the things that this guy's doing, she's going to leave me and go with him. You know what I'm saying? That may not be the case for a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? It may be like, I'm saying this to my guy because I really want him to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But you doing that is going to be the opposite. It's going to be a detriment to your relationship. So women, please don't compare your man to another man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just straight up tell him, like, hey, these are things that I would like you to do, and yeah, I mean, these are the things that I would like you to do. These are things you're lacking in, and I want you to improve. But to have it to where you're telling him that another guy's doing these things, it's gonna be a detriment to your relationship. It just is. So let's stop doing that. If you want your relationship to stay intact and you want your relationship to grow, one of the quickest ways for you to end a relationship is to compare your man to another man. All right. So if you want me to discuss a topic or a subject you think is beneficial to your channel, email me at findingfitnessfo@gmail.com. My email address is description below. Also, go to my description and look up Rivali. I have the link there in my Amazon store. It's the black vest that I've been wearing for the last month or so. It's a great vest. So go ahead and purchase it. You'll get a discount. All right. This is Ace OG signing out. I'm gone.